Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. But you already knew that. Let's play the Revolution Beauty that I picked up. I already had the Skin Silk foundation and I actually like it. I don't have a very long history with liking Revolution's complexion products, but over the years I've loved the eyeshadows. I didn't dabble too much with their lipsticks, but the lip glosses were great. I had a favorite bronzer. It was the huge matte bronzer. They looked like this. I loved the medium shade. Was deep enough for me. I loved it so much. My son broke it. And honestly, I think that's it. I don't really know a ton about the brand. Just I had a lot of the eyeshadow palettes, but now I don't own anything else from Revolution. I can't think of anything besides the gloss. Like this is one of my favorite glosses. These are the Shimmer Bomb. That's pretty much all that I use from Revolution. So when I was at Ulta, I picked up the Skin Silk Concealer, the Magic Eye Bright Corrector, and the In Real Life Filter 2-in-1 powder. So let's get started. So I am going to start with this Magic Eye Bright, and I've been concealing color correcting most of my hyperpigmentation, but today we'll let it ride. Oh yeah, this is very bright, but we'll see. It has a little bit of peach in it, but honestly for my skin tone, we don't really want the light base of this product. The peach is okay, but we really want, I really want more orange. So I don't know if this is gonna work. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. But you know what oh my God, maybe I'll do that. You know what I just thought of? What if I squirted all of my Fenty Bright Fix and mixed it all up? Stay tuned. Because that's just putting like a white cast under my eyes. Now on light skin, that would probably blend it, even though this says from medium to deep. It say right there, medium to deep. For who? What are you talking about? Why did I think this was a good idea? Anyways, here we are. Well, let's see what happens. Now I probably don't want to put too much on because we still have to put on concealer. So we are going to let that sit. Okay. Worst comes to worst, we could carve our brows out with that. Maybe, I don't know. And we are going to go into the foundation. I use the shade F15.3. Revolution foundations are not really my favorite. They have a very wonky color, like their color range. Especially once you get towards the darker shades, they can just turn out to be really gray. Especially like 15 or 13 for me was usually too red, and then whatever came after it was gray. So, but for this foundation, 15, why do I keep saying 15? 13.5 is actually a really good color. I don't even color correct it. So all right, beautiful. Coverage on this is really nice. It's a very gentle, like soft, more skin-like than anything. It says luminous, but I've seen dewier foundations. This feels really skin-like, which I really enjoy. Maybe that's why it's called Skin Silk. And it builds pretty nicely. Smells good, feels good, and again, the color is shockingly really nice for my skin tone. I'm not used to that from Revolution. Now we're going into the concealer, and this is the shade Tan Golden. Now, I really, if I didn't like the foundations, I hated the concealers, mostly because The concealer, it wasn't that it was bad, it just always smelled like burning plastic. Like it always smelled like it was expired. I hated it. And I don't remember it being really long wearing, but at the same time, I don't know if I was using it right. What the hell is this? Why is there this little metal thing? For the cooling sensation. Can I just have a regular concealer wand? I don't like this. I don't like that. And this shade is very yellow. I'm gonna use this brush, see what we can do. It's not terrible. I think I instantly dislike it because the texture is more, you know, serum based. So she's a little thinner and a lot more hydrating. So that could be why. So I think it would be better if I used a sponge to tap this in, but I don't want to get up. So I'm gonna just use a puff and we're just gonna tap this in. And I feel like this being dry is gonna soak up all this product, and it kind of did. There's like no coverage now. Now, I do need this makeup to do other things for me. So we will try it again on its own at a later date. I'm gonna use some Milani to bolster our coverage here because this is just about empty. Yeah, there's like no coverage with that serum one, which if you have really good skin, that's fine. I think one of the things I dislike about when some people try out new things, or I guess rather I'd say I need to find more channels with people who have problematic or blemished skin using these products, especially when you're talking about coverage, you know? When a person who has no hyperpigmentation or nothing to cover talks about coverage in products, it's like, okay, you're just talking about it going over already, you know, decent skin. Because I don't want to say that if you don't have blemishes that are visible to the eye that you have perfect, unproblematic skin. But you know, I would like to see videos on products when you're talking about coverage on people who have darker eyes or hyperpigmentation, melasma, things like that, you know, so that you can get a gauge of what this product would do. Because as a serum, foundation, or concealer on my skin, where I don't have a ton of hyperpigmentation under my eye, but I do have a little bit of darkness, that didn't brighten anything. And it could be a mixture of the shade of this and the fact that the concealer is a serum concealer, so it's a bit thinner and it's a bit more hydrating. So for me, it went quite sheer, you know, but it's on. So next we are going to go into the filter powder, and I got this because I do have a few different powders. I don't buy a ton of loose powder, but I don't have any translucent, so I thought, you know, why not try this one? We're gonna go with the actual translucent powder. I don't have tweezers, but I need some, because how are we gonna get this sticker up? Oh, like that. All right, I'm just gonna shake a little bit out. So I would prefer, oh, it's my husband. I would prefer that you didn't have to do this. Oh my God. That sucks. Look at it. It's everywhere. Anyways. So that is that. So my infallible powder, I was using it, and as it like moves to the edge of the pan, sometimes as you swirl your brush, you get little pieces that crumble. I was trying to just tap off the little crumbly pieces, and I threw the whole rest of the pan in the garbage. So we are done using the infallible. So now you gotta help me pick a new powder. From Maybelline, but she's very red. See, and they're the same color. This is also $3.55. I'm sorry, this is $3.60. We're gonna try it. Let's see what she does. Oh, she's dark. She's dark. But I think we can make it work. Let's try to use a light hand. That's not bad. All right, I'm gonna go off camera, do my blush, bronzer, highlight, brows, probably a lip, and we'll come right back. Okay, we are finished. And the longer I sit here, the face looks good. Now the foundation I've used a few times, and it is very beautiful, especially if it's set properly. She does give natural finish. I'd say this is a strong medium coverage bordering on full. The foundation and concealer are meshing well where they connect. The concealer under the eyes, now remember I did add some of this. I wish I wouldn't have now so I could see what would happen with this powder. But as it is, the concealer is not looking terrible, but the lines in my eyes are a lot more prominent, but it's not exactly creasing. So it's just like it's set those lines and they look like there's nothing for me to tap into place. It's just sitting in the lines. And that's not a terrible thing for me because usually my eyeshadow is going to bump up against that. So it's not the end of the world. But it doesn't look the best, but it's not the worst. I want to say this powder is a bit dry, and I like a dry powder. I really love the Fenty No Filter powder, which is really Pro Filter. I think it's Pro Filter, which is really dry, or it can be very dry if you apply too much, and that's typically what I like about it. This is dry in a way where I'm like, I don't know, but it's not terrible. So I'm gonna play and do my eyes and maybe do some lip videos or something like that, and then I'll come back at the end of this and just tell you how it wears. Now, when it comes to wear time with me, you're just getting whatever little bit of time I take here sitting playing. I don't really wear my makeup out anymore, and even when I do, I don't really require my makeup to stay like foolproof. You know, it doesn't have to look great the entire time. I have certain items that I know will, but like when it comes to new things, I'm just playing here at the Vanity. So I'm gonna go ahead and play. I will be back at the end of my play session to chitty chat with you and let you know how I feel about mostly the concealer and the powder, okay? But until then, see you in a jiffy pop, all right? Just a YouTube second for you. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm done playing. We just did one look, one lip. We're done. I'm gonna wash this off and lay down. I'm tired. The foundation still looks really good. The foundation looks really, really good, but we already knew that was going to happen, okay? The under eye isn't terrible, especially given, like I was saying, where the lines, where the foundation or the concealer and the powder were like sinking into the lines of my eyes. It almost doesn't matter for me because that's where I put my eyeshadow. So it kind of gets covered, you know, I don't have to worry about it too much. But besides that, the powder looks pretty good. It doesn't look extra dry. It does look dry, but I like that. It doesn't look extra dry. And I can't speak to the concealer yet because, again, we did put some Milani on her. So the next time I use this, I would just use the Skin Silk concealer. I hate the applicator. I don't want that little metal foot, okay? I don't want the prosthetic foot. I would like a regular doe foot applicator or a squeezy thing. Thank you very much. But we will use it again and see what we can see. I really enjoy the eye look today. I can never do this. But this is a Juvia's Place Duochrome. It shifts. Was I even showing you? I don't know. Anyways, it shifts pink and green. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And now that I think about it, I have it in a few different palettes. A few different palettes do this. So that's nice. But guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for coming to my channel. It's been me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. You already know that because we're talking fast, because we want to lay down, okay? Take care of yourself, drink some water, eat something good, something nourishing, something calming to the body. And I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon, okay? Take such good care, and we will talk later.